Welcome back, YouTubers and interwebers from near and far. Ratpack Rebel back here with you again. Today's E-Cig review is going to be on the much anticipated and now much hyped Marlboro Mark10. Don't be fooled. It doesn't say Marlboro on the box, but this is a Marlboro product. As far as I'm aware, this is their first real foray into the E-Cig world. They have brought out a Cig-alike product. Again, a Cig-alike is a vapor product that is supposed to emulate a cigarette as closely as possible. This one is pretty big on the hype channel here. I've been vaping on this for a few days now. It's not a bad product. I'm pretty happy with it so far. This retails for $9.99 USD, and you can pick it up just about anywhere. Smoke shop, grocery store, gas station, just about anything like that. I've seen this thing all over the place. This comes out in their standard red box, which is the regular tobacco. There's also a green menthol version. This is a recharge Cig-alike. So inside the box, you get your little vapor product right there. That's the battery with the cartridge attached. You also get a tiny little pamphlet. Tells you a little bit, what you're getting or what you're about to smoke. And you also get a USB charger. Has a little logo and everything on there. Very simple stuff. Right off the bat, I gotta tell you, on the back of the box, the way they hype this thing a bit, it says rechargeable USB charger included. Okay, we've got that. 4-draw technology. We'll get into that in a few minutes. And the last one they put on here as a big sell point is an E-Cig case for portable protection. Okay, guys, this is the E-Cig case they're referring to. This is a little plastic stopper and a little plastic tube. They call it an E-Cig case. Hey, who the hell am I to argue with them, okay? So anyways, that's your E-Cig case that they're propping on their box there. So first and foremost, here's the product right here. Now, right off the bat, here's what you're going to notice right away. This is the first real vapor product that I've run across that is truly cigarette size. To show you in comparison, I've got a cigarette here with me. Look at that. Same length, same width, almost the same weight, to be honest with you, and that's really surprising considering the really nice construction on the Mark10 as well. It's very lightweight. It sits real well as a cigarette in your hand. The white packaging with the metal band where the air intake is really makes a nice little viewing product. They've got their logo on the cartridge. Along the band, right underneath it on the battery, it says Mark10, and you've got a red glow tip on this one. Now, what else they were referring to on the box was the 4-draw trademark technology. Now the 4-draw, let's see how close I can get here. There we go. So as you know, most vapor products, they've got the single draw hole on the cartridge. This one has a 4-way on there. Now, I'm not quite sure how the 4-way works, but they're hyping it a lot, and so far, been pretty happy with it. I've been vaping on this particular cartridge for about 3/4 of a day, and still getting a little decent amount of vapor. So we'll get into that. The 4-way technology is nice. It gives a good draw. You feel like you're actually getting a pull off of this thing. The retail package that you buy comes with 1 battery and 1 cartridge. Replacement cartridges come 2 to a pack, and they retail for around $6.99. So not too bad. Unlike a lot of the other ones out there, you're kind of dropping out of those cigarette pack prices, and the cartridges are about worth a pack of cigarettes. So for $3.50 for a smoking cartridge, it's really not too bad. The construction on it, this thing is solid. And considering the weight, that's really, really surprising. Usually when you get a product that feels this well built, it weighs a lot more. This is super lightweight. I mean, we're talking in the range of a cigarette itself. Really lightweight, and that just surprised me because it's great little hard construction. It feels very solid. You can squeeze the hell out of this thing. You're not going to bend it. You're not going to break it. You're not going to dent it. It's just a really well put together little product here. We went over the size. It's the first one that I've been testing out that really sits as a cigarette in your hand. Again, the width of it is a major factor here, major factor. Because a lot of the other ones, you know, you feel like you're kind of holding a cigar. This one actually, size, weight, width, feels like, I guess I should say diameter. Okay, don't give me any big halloo about that. The diameter of these things is cigarette size. So that's a really good one. With the four-way technology, I found that I'm getting a solid pull. Now let me explain what I mean by that. When you smoke a cigarette and you know the amount of pressure that you have on the butt end when you're actually taking a drag, okay, that's what I'm talking about here. The four-way really replicates that pull really well. It's a nice little feature. I don't know if it was intentional or if it's just how it came out with this four-way technology construction. But it came out really well. I'm very impressed with that. Another thing that was very nice about this is the taste. While not true smoke, it comes closer to it than a lot of tobacco listed vapors out there. A lot of those vapors have some kind of strange taste to them, a little aftertaste to it. Not these. This comes really close to a cigarette style, so it's another good little point in their favor there. Now, for a couple of the cons. One, I know it's a sticking point, but come on. If you're going to advertise an E-Cig case, then give us a case. I mean, for God's sake, there's not even a logo on this thing. This is, yeah, it's nothing. It's a little bigger with a stopper in it, and it's just a little plastic. You know, they say it's a protective thing, but I guarantee you, if you sit down with these separate in your pocket, this will break before this does. That's just the type of construction it is. The USB charger that they put in the box with this is nice. It's a standard 2.0 USB connection, which means if you have another wall charger, vapor outlet, you can plug this into it just as you would any others and do a wall charge instead of a computer or a straight USB port charge. So that makes it nicer on there. The only other thing, and this can be a major drawback, it's the biggest hard point I have about this thing, not much vapor. The vapor you get is a nice pull, a nice throat hit, good taste, but there's not a lot of it. Not even drag off a cigarette equivalent. You know, the smoke that you have come out, you're not getting the equivalent of that with the vapor here. And that's my only real hanging point with these things. Nice big long draw. You know, it's not horrible. It's definitely leaps and bounds over the V2, but still, there's not a ton to it. With the four-way draw, the cartridges seem a little bit small, so I don't think you're going to get as much out of these cartridges as you would out of, say, the tank of the Blue Plus. I think you're going to be lucky to get a full cigarette pack worth out of one of these cartridges. I think you're going to find it's going to be closer to about 3/4 of that, 3/4 of a pack worth within the cartridge. And that's where I've been with it so far. So, bottom line, it's a try. You know, just for the experience, and especially if you're trying to get off cigarettes and you need that surrogate, you need that little replacement. These are some of the best I've found aesthetically and feel wise. Yes, it's a word. Damn it, it can be if I want to make it one. The way it feels in your hand, the way it feels when you're taking a drag, the way it feels just when I'm sitting just like this and talking and gesturing with it, it feels like a cigarette. And that's, I think, if you're going to call something a cig-alike, if that's the category you're going to fall in, that's really the way it should be. So, not too bad. It's a definite try. As I said, $9.99 gets you the regular pack, and that's a single battery. That's the single cartridge already attached. It's ready to go right out of the box. They are pre-charged. That is the USB charger. And that's the E-Cig case. Everything comes with that for that $9.99 price tag. Cartridges, 2 to a blister pack, $6.99 normal retail. That is a big seller too. That $3.50 per. You're falling well out of that cigarette pack range, which is really nice. But you're not getting quite a cigarette pack's worth of smoking out of it. So you got to kind of weigh the pros and cons as to whatever your particular needs or your particular wants are. But I would give this a recommendation to at least try it once. It is worth your time. It's worth your trouble to try it out. And that's pretty much where we stand. This has been the E-Cig review by Ratpack Rebel for the Marlboro Mark10 Vapor Cig-alike. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Be good to each other. Much love, and we'll talk to you on the next one. Peace.